In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the beautiful Springtime Blooms shawl. This shawl uses the Tulip stitch, which just has some beautiful texture. I'll try to lift it up a little bit closer so you can see those beautiful stitches. It's a beautiful lightweight shawl using a super fine yarn. It's an easy 1-row repeat, so it's still a really fun but relaxing project that works up pretty quickly. And you can follow along with the written pattern on thistleberrycrochet.com, or you can pick up the pattern PDF on Etsy as well. So let's get started with how to make this beautiful tulip stitch shawl.
Thistleberry Crochet. That's my mom.
All right, supplies you will need to make this project is 1 ball of Yarn Art Flowers, which is a super fine weight 1 yarn, or about 1,070 yards of any other super fine yarn of your choosing. For this project, I used color 305, and I will also be using my 3.25 millimeter D crochet hook. All right, let's get started with our pattern. I'm using a larger yarn and larger hook than the pattern calls for, just so you can see what I'm doing a little bit more easily. If you're following along with the written pattern, you will want to create a foundation chain of 300. You can adjust that and make it larger or smaller as long as it's a multiple of 4 for your foundation chain. But I want to give you a quick tip that you didn't ask for. Everybody loves unasked for advice, right? So the foundation chain for this project is 300 chains. You can adjust that and do more or less as long as it's a multiple of 4. But if you are like me, anytime you chain more than, say, 30 or 40 chains, you might accidentally start counting incorrectly for some reason and then end up with way less than you intended or way more than you intended. So I'm just going to share with you what I started doing that has really helped me a lot and makes it so that I never have to redo my foundation chain. So this pattern has a chain of 300 to start. So what I normally would do is just quickly figure out how many times 20 goes into 300, and it goes into 300 15 times. So I know that I'm going to need 15 sets of 20s, 12 sets of 20. And so what I like to do is count to 20 instead of 300, and every time I count to 20, I make a tally. And then I start over with 1, and I count to 20, and then I make a tally. And I start with 1 and count to 20 and make a tally until I have 15 tallies. And then I know that I have 300 chains. And since I've started doing this, I've never once had to restart my project for counting the number of chains incorrectly. I hope that helps you. If you're really good at counting to 300 while crocheting and not messing up, you deserve an award of some kind. But I hope that helps. So let's begin with that unasked for advice out of the way. First, we're going to create a slip knot and place it on our hook. Again, if you're following along with the pattern, you're going to now create 300 chains. Good luck to you. I'm just going to start with 32 just for the sake of this tutorial video. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I have my initial chain here, my foundation chain in a multiple of 4, and we're ready to begin row 1 of our pattern. Row 1 starts with 3 double crochets in the 3rd chain from our hook. So the yarn on my hook is just my working yarn, and then I have 1, 2, 3 chains. In that 3rd, I'm going to work 3 double crochets. So yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and do that 2 more times into the exact same chain. Yarn over and insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and a 3rd double crochet into that same chain. Next, we're going to chain 2. 1, 2, and single crochet in the very next chain. So insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both. So you should have something that looks like this so far. Now we're going to skip 2 chains and work 3 double crochet into the next. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and 3 double crochet stitches. And then we're going to chain 2, and again single crochet in the very next chain. We're going to repeat this all the way down our row. We're going to skip 2 chains and work 3 double crochets in the next. Then we're going to chain 2 and work 1 single crochet in the next chain. Skip 2 stitches, skip 2 chains rather, and work 3 double crochet in the next. Chain 2 and work a single crochet in the very next chain. Skip 2 chains and then work 3 double crochet in the third. One, 2, 3, chain 2, and work a single crochet in the next chain. Let's just repeat that to the end of the row and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I have just 4 stitches left. I'm going to skip my 2 and work 3 double crochet. And then I'm going to chain 2 and work 1 single crochet in that very last chain. And that is the end of row 1. Should have something that looks like this. You can already kind of see the little scallopy effect beginning. Let's begin row 2, which is going to be our pattern repeat row. So this is the row we'll repeat until our project is done. We'll begin by chaining 2 and then turning our work to begin row 2. All right, so now that we've turned, what we're going to do is we're going to work 3 double crochet in the first chain 2 space from our row below. So if you remember, we just ended our last row by chaining 2 and then working a single crochet. So now we're going to skip that single crochet, and in that little space created by the chain 2, we're going to insert our hook into that space to work these next double crochet stitches. So again, we're working 3 double crochet into that first chain 2 space. There's 1, 2, oops, and 3. And then we're going to chain 2. And instead of skipping to a next space, we're going to work a single crochet back into that same chain 2 space. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're going to repeat this the whole way down the rest of our row. So we're going to do 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space. So again, we had 3 double crochet, and here's our and a single crochet and a chain 2 space. That's where we're going to be working. 3 double crochet there. One, 2, 3. We're going to chain 2 as we have been doing, and then we're going to work our single crochet back into that same space. And then we're going to skip ahead to the next chain 2 space. And when you're looking at this, you'll see 3 stitches. It looks like a little gap, and then a single crochet. You don't want to work into this little gap. There's just 1 stitch right there. Here, let me try to show this better. When we're working back across our row, we have these 3 double crochet stitches. We can see they're taller. And then we see this single crochet, but we want to look for where we can see those 2 chains, and that's the space we're working into. So you're skipping 3 double crochet and a single crochet stitch. Sometimes it's easier if you're not sure to look from the top. So I can see the top of my stitches here. I've got 3 double crochet, a single crochet, and then 2 little things. Those are my 2 little chains. And that's the space we want to work into. Hopefully that helps if it's hard for you to find where to go. So 3 double crochet into that chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and then add a single crochet into that same space. Find your next chain 2 space and work 3 double crochet there. Chain 2 and work a single crochet into that same space. Find your next chain 2 space, and again 3 double crochet, chain 2, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, single crochet. Repeating all the way down to the end of our row, and I'll show you what that looks like when we get to the end. It's really all there is to it. A beautiful stitch. You can make lots of different things with this beautiful tulip stitch. Let's go ahead and chain 1 to finish off our work. I'm going to cut my yarn and then just pull that through. And ta-da! I have finished my shawl. Thanks for watching this tutorial on how to make the Spring Blooms shawl using the tulip stitch. I hope that you enjoy this project. If this video was helpful to you, please consider giving it a thumbs up or subscribing to the channel for more pattern videos. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments as well. But I really do hope you enjoy this project, and happy stitching to you.